Yes, sir. Good afternoon to all the participants present. Today I welcome Professor Mohammad Atiq sir again, uh, Head of Department Computer Science and Director of MMTTC, Santa Gadge Baba Amroti University.
Thank you, ma'am.
I welcome you, sir, for the
Thank
today's session on ICT tools. So, please carry on, sir.
Yes, thank you so much for, I should say, grand welcome, right? Thank you. But I don't think that any formal things are needed. Anyway, as I have told you, that is rather, it is there on the agenda that today we will have some deliberation on what are ICT tools, various ICT tools, right? So whenever it comes to assessment or student assessment, normally we do it in a manner in which, with a traditional manner, we have certain things. But when it comes to assessment, there are three different types of assessment. What we call it as when it comes to educational technology and so on, right? So there is a formative assessment wherein you have either ungraded or graded assessment. Okay, many times we conduct surprise test in the classroom or something like that. Then we have summative assessment, which contributes to the final score or final course outcome. And there is one more thing which is nowadays happening at a jet speed. What is called as the integrative assessment activities, wherein we expect that the student, they should collaborate with each other and they again learn. So how ICT can help in carrying out all these activities. And I will not talk about the theoretical aspects and so on, right? We will directly go to some of the tools which are typically used in, you can say, the EdTech. And all these tools, normally they satisfy a model, what is called as a SAMR model, wherein it is S stands for substitution, A stands for augmentation, M stands for modification, and R stands for redefinition. So whatever tool we are going to have a look at, okay, they will satisfy this SAMR criteria. Okay, then and then they are treated to be as a perfect tool for assessment. Okay. So I have listed out certain things. Morning, I think when we were talking informally with Thakre sir, he talked about some vegetable and itwara. So we will start with hot potatoes. I hope you will appreciate the idea. And I don't know how many of you have used hot potatoes as a tool for evaluation, but this is a very smart tool and very, I should say, flexible tool, and it is freely available. Okay. And that's why in the morning I put on WhatsApp, I put an instruction that it's better if you join through your laptop, right, or a desktop, because simultaneously you can have some hands-on. Okay, and this is how we will move ahead as far as today's session is concerned. So we will start with hot potatoes, and then gradually we will move toward what is there as the new tools like, say, Answer Garden, Socrative, and maybe Net Logo if time permits. Right. So this is what I have planned. Before we proceed, I would like to know how many have how many of you have heard this particular tool and you are using this tool as a tool for assessment. Hot potatoes. Any answer?
At least, I mean, this tool name I haven't heard. Maybe I must have been using it,
Okay.
but
Okay,
in
sir.
particular, whether it is
Okay.
known by this name, that I do not know.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So at least Thakre sir has heard this particular that this sort of tool is there. Okay. So as I have told you that this tool is freely available. I have started sharing my screen. Right. I hope it is visible to you. My screen is visible to you. Anyone or Thakre sir, you have to please confirm.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Screen is visible, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. Right. So let's go ahead with hot potatoes. What you need to do is simply in Google, simply type hot potatoes. Okay, and it will take you to I will start here itself. Go to Google. Okay. Go to hot potatoes. Okay. So this is the link. The URL, it is nothing but the hotpot.uvic.ca. Okay, now I am taking you to the home page. Okay. So this is what is there. Okay. So you can download this. And before I start, okay, we need to understand what this tool is all about. So this tool is basically, it is an interactive web-based uh, teaching exercise for students, wherein you can make small things, or you can club it as a bundle. Okay, so it is basically, it is not only one potato, rather there are many potatoes. I should say more specifically, there are 5 potatoes. So if you wish to download, you need to go to this particular link, hot potato 7.0 installer. Okay, so if some of you, if you are following my instruction, you can go ahead with this. Right, I have installed it on my machine. There is small executable file which you need to run. Once you run it, it gets installed. Okay, once it is installed, okay, uh, if some of you are trying, I don't know, since you are at your home and little bit relaxed, so you may try some hands-on. That is what I expect. So even if it is not possible, then doesn't matter. But let's move ahead with once you install this, something like this will appear. Okay, so this is what is there in my, yeah. So now I'm running that hot potatoes. I have installed it, and this is the latest version of hot potato. As I said, it is 7.0. Now, as I said, that this is a bundle of potato, right? Bundle of application. So these are the various applications here. That is JClose, JMatch, JMix, JCross, and JQuiz, right? Each of them have different functionality, I should say. Uh, Before I proceed, I am intentionally taking a pause. Let's say if some of you are trying and if you are through with this activity, have you installed it? If you have, then definitely you can simultaneously try some hands-on on these tools. So this is, as I said, there are 5 different potatoes, right? JClose, JQuiz, JCross, JMix, and JMatch. And on the right-hand side, if you can see, there is a JMasher, right? Or the masher, right? So using masher, what you can do, 5 different exercises. Let's say if you have prepared, you can club them into a single unit. And that's the meaning of this masher, right? Functionality rather of this masher. Now let's move ahead with what for JMatch is used. It is typically used for creating exercise wherein normally what we have is match the following, something like that, right? We will try hands-on on this. I'm simply briefing out. JClose is for fill in the blanks, okay? And JQuiz is for creating a quiz, multiple choice question quiz. And JCross is for creating a puzzle, okay? That is the crossword, what we used to call it as in general terminology. And JMix is used for jumbled sentence exercise, okay? And as I said, the last one is JMasher, can be used for combining all the application, whatever we have created, right? Now let's begin with the first one, which is, should I say, is, let's go ahead with JCross first. Okay, so I'm simply clicking on JCross. Moment you click on JCross, okay, you will find this screen on the your monitor, right? So now here, uh, what is it? Let's say you need to go to this manage grid. So this is a typical grid. Okay, whenever you create a crossword, this is a typical grid. Okay, you can go to this manage grid. Again, manage grid, you have various options. So the very first option is automatic grid maker. Okay, let's select this one. Okay, and then it asks you to, on the left hand side, it asks you to enter various words, right? Let's try something. Let's say sister, okay? And one thing you need to remember, that is each word you have to enter in one line. Okay, sister, and then hit enter key, next word, and so on. Right. So the second is, let's say, tour. Okay, and the third one is, let's say, UK or United Kingdom. Okay. Now on the right hand side, you have got this make the grid. So now I am making the grid. Okay, I have made the grid. Okay, now this is the typical grid which is here. Now you can add as many words as you feel like. You can make it complex. Okay, there is no limit. Okay, theoretically speaking, you can give some title to it. Okay. And before that, at present it is showing untitled because we have not saved it. So you need to go to this save. Okay, and let's go to. I have created a folder on my desktop as hot potato. So let's go to that folder, hot potatoes. Okay. Let's say this is what I am using, J J cross. J cross example 1. Save it. Okay. Now this is appearing here, J cross example 1. Okay. Now what we have done, we have added those 4 words, created a grid. Now I want to add clues. Normally we have clues. Okay, newspaper, if you see, okay, you have got various clues. So you can add those clues with the help of this clues option. Okay, let's go to this sister first. Okay, with regard to sister, let's say I want to give clue as female sibling. Okay, click on OK. Now this will be assigned to this. This with regard to UK, let's say it is a European country, right? And the third one we have is the tour, let's say trip. So I have added clues to all of them. So grid is there, clues have been already been entered. Now what comes next is, let's say you want to configure it. So on the right hand side, just beside this question mark, which is nothing but the help, you have a tab or a button called configuration screen. Let us try to configure this. Now in configuration, what you can do many things, but we will see only one or two because I don't think that if we'll go each and everything will create rather consume a lot of time. So let's go to appearance first. Okay, so this is how your appearance will look like. Right now, this is the appearance which is available in this preview. Let's say if you wish to change the colors, you can change it. Let us make it say red. Okay. So I have made it red. Now exercise background color or link color you can change, and this is what you can do, right? So I'm using these two colors right now, green and red. Okay, and you can set the timer if required. You can assign this particular activity to a timer. Let us say 10 minutes. Okay, and you can have some statement here that is your timer is over is the default statement, but you can change it as per your own need. Okay, let us keep it as it is. Now this is what we have done. We have configured it. We have added the you can say the keywords. Then we have added the clues. Okay, configuration is all done. Let's move further. Okay, and just try to export to create a hot potatoes. Right, export to create a hot potatoes. Go to this particular button. You can save it, and all these options are very common, open, and so on. Right, I am moving directly to this is for exit actually. This red arrow is for quit the program. Okay, so let us not quit the program. Let's go to this hot potato J cross example hot potato, right? Okay, let us save it. Now you have saved it. Moment you say save, Okay, before that, it gives you two options over there. That is, you can view the exercise in my browser. Okay, let us click on this, and this is how your screen will appear. Okay. So this is how your screen will appear. Now, this is for student basically. Okay. So we can attempt this. Say this is keyword number 1. Okay. So this is the hint, whatever we have given. That is the first character. It is giving S, and let's say sister. Okay. Enter. Clear? Next is,
Excuse me, sir.
yes, yes.
Sir, your voice is not reaching, sir.
Is it? Matlab not at all. Now you can
No,
hear
no,
me.
it is very low.
It is very low. Now
Yes.
I have to speak little louder. You
No,
will
no,
listen.
no. Might be mic distance matters, maybe.
Mic distance and mic is actually I am using the system microphone. And earlier when I have asked, somebody said, "Ki, sir, there is no problem as far as the voice is concerned." Anyway, now whether you can hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is okay.
It is
Now
okay. Now it is okay. Maybe
yes,
I was keeping my voice little bit lower. That may be the reason. Otherwise, anyway. Okay, so this is how we are moving ahead. That is sister, as I have told you. Then the second one, if you remember what it was. So this is the hint. Okay, so tour was the later, if you remember. Okay, let us enter tour. Okay, and the third one is nothing but the
UK.
UK. Great. Yeah. So I am typing JK, but let's say UK. Oh, UK. Enter. Okay. Now let us check the answer. Now, if you look at carefully, examine, you will find that this is the timer. Okay. This is the timer which we have set to 10 minutes. Okay. It is clicking. Okay. Moment the timer will expire, it will come out and it will say your time is over. Something like that. Okay. So let's check the answer. Correct. Well done. Your score is 80% because we have tried some wrong attempt as well in between. That is why it is giving this kind of result. So this is one, I should say, uh, that is how you can create uh, crossword using hot potatoes, or rather, more specifically, J cross. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, great. Tell you. So this application, even though, sir, it is a very tiny application, it hardly takes, I should say, minutes to install, right? And but it is a very beautiful and powerful application. Okay, let us try something else. The second one, if you remember, is nothing but, now let's go to, okay, let's go to say JMatch. Okay, now JMatch, when you invoke this, it will ask you for the title. Okay, so title you can give assignment 1. Okay. Left hand side, you can have certain things like let us say, let us try to create a quiz wherein we'll talk about the currency of various countries, say India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. All right. So UK on Indian rupees INR. For Pakistan again, PKR is the abbreviation, and Taka is the abbreviation for Bangladesh. Okay, I have given the title. We need to save it because at present, if you look at JMAT, it is showing untitled. Now, moment you save it, it will give you the title. Okay, it will ask you to give the title. Say JMatch 1. Okay, save. Okay, it is asking, I am overwriting it. Okay. Now, Again, the same way around you can go ahead. That is the appearance, timer, and so on. Okay, let us try some different color. Okay. And so visited link, hyperlink, again, all those color combination you can change as per your own requirement. So I am making it like this, text color. Let's take it this particular manner. Okay, again, you can set the timer if required. Let's say 5 minutes. You need to click on this. Okay. 5 minutes, and let's say, okay. What next is there? Let us say, insert a link to URL. You can even insert the picture and so on, right? That those things are there, but we'll not go into those, right? Export this exercise to okay. Now, say JMatch. One. Okay, save it. Once again, it is asking, it will show you in the browser. Now let's click. This is what is appearing on the screen. Now this is assignment number 1 on whatever title we have given. Let's say now it is showing me all the 4 options, whatever I have given. So I can pick up anyone, whatever I feel appropriate. Okay, let's say Taka. We will make certain mistakes so that let us check whether it gives the right answer or not. Or let's see what left to be done. Okay. So your answer is 25%. Only one question we have attempted the correct answer. Rest other things are wrong. Okay. So this is how you can create with the help of a JMatch. You can create a matching exercise with JMatch. And what next is there? Let us move ahead with JMatch and JClose. Let us try. Okay. Or JQuiz we will try. Let us try JQuiz. Okay. So this is once again, you have a quiz here. Let us say assignment number 2. Okay. Under quiz, you have these many facilities here. Whatever question you wish to give, we'll just try a few things here. That is for quiz. Let us try the standard markup language for to create web pages is called. Okay. Now let us give the answer A, B, C, D, whatever option you want to give. Let's say CSS, or maybe you can say HTML. Okay. And third option is, let's say, XML. And one more option you can give as, let's say, SQL. Okay. Now, if you look at this, you have these many facilities here. You can even have some short answer. Okay, if you feel like you can have a hybrid kind of thing, or you can have a multi-select option as well. So it is that way very handy and powerful, and it provides you a mechanism for feedback as well. Okay. Now on the right hand side, you can see that whatever is the right option, you have to simply click on. Let's say HTML is the right answer. So let us click on HTML. So HTML I have clicked on. Let us give the title to this as assignment 3. Okay, and I don't think that we have saved it. Let's, yeah. So we need to, every time you have to remember it is showing untitled, you need to save it. If you save it in the beginning with some title, that would be better rather. Okay, let's say J quiz exercise, save. I am overwriting it. And once again, you can go for all those things. So color and so on, right? Let's okay. Okay. Now go to this export or create. Right? So it is a matching exercise, J match. Let us say matching exercise.html, save. So if you carefully observe that it is creating a HTML files basically. Okay. Now, and see that this is how it appears. Okay. So you can pick up anyone, whatever you feel like. Okay, let us pick up this HTML. Your score is 100%. Right. So I think we have tried three of them. That is match is over. J cross we have tried. Okay, J cross is again done. Okay. What is left? It J mix is the only one which is left. Now, what for J mix is used? Let us try within few minutes something on J mix. Let's cancel it. Once again, go to hot potatoes. All right. Yeah. So there we are. I think what was left is the JMix. Now JMix can be used for you can define your activity, let's say various activities, and you want to arrange those statements in a particular order. That can be done with the help of this JMix, right? Say, let us try. Again, you need to give title. Okay. Let's say title is new exercise. Jumbled sentences. Say, today I woke up at 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. Okay. And then let's say did some exercise. Third one maybe took bath and so on. Okay. Now in here you can give the alternate sentences. Okay. If you feel like the alternate sentences again there is possible, so you can give here only. Right. Let us save this. Let us save this jumbled sentence exercise. Say okay. Yes. Once again. Configuration I will not go into because timer and again those things you can set here. But let us try this with the help of this, right? So jumbled exercise, once again I am saving it. Yes. 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 Now let us view in the browser. So this is how it is appearing. Okay, now you can change and attempt this exercise. These are the jumbled. You can arrange them and you can get the appropriate answer. So this is with regard to the fifth or the fourth potato in the exercise, whatever we have done. Let us go ahead with the I think the final one. Final, I think we have tried almost all, right? Almost all. Okay, let us go ahead with what is called as the masher. Okay, so this is the masher. Okay, under masher, I have told you that is when you invoke masher, you can add whatever exercise you have created in a single unit. So you can put all those files here. You can say add files. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to my folder. I'm picking up various things which I have created earlier, and I'm simply adding those things here. Right? I can say okay to all. I can go one by one. Okay, or I can say okay to all. Let's say I'm saying okay to all. Okay. And at the end, if you find, you will find a button over there that is build the unit. Now I'm building the unit. Okay, now the entire unit has been built. Okay, so it is giving some error because just what is happening, that is every time we are giving some spaces in between. Okay, since it is creating file name, so that doesn't make any difference, but you can move ahead. Okay, so this is the building is in progress. Okay. Now, would you like to view the unit now? Now I'm looking at the entire unit. Okay. So randomly I have picked up certain things, and what has happened that there may be some blank file in between. That's why it is not showing other options. But this assignment one, it is taking up. So this and the second, third, fourth, whatever you pick up, okay, it will take it as it is, and it will give you it as a unit, right? Now, the beauty of this, as I have told you, that beauty of this particular tool is you have a bundle of 5 small programs which can be used for creating 5 different sorts of exercises, and you can build those things in a single unit. Okay, and you can give it to the student for evaluation, right? So this is one way of doing things, right? So if you have any queries with regard to this, you can fire it now. Otherwise, we'll go ahead with the second tool, which is there on the agenda, I should say. Right. I don't know how many of you are trying hands-on, but anyway, if you would have tried, you would have enjoyed it. Doesn't matter. Well, right. So this is what we have seen, the very first one.
सर
Let us see. Yes, yes.
अतिक
Mulana
सर
sir. Yes, sir.
अतिक सर
Please.
थोड़ा सा आवाज
अभी भी नहीं आ रहा है सर. Hello.
कम आता है सर, मतलब वो फ्लो में कम हो जा रहा है शायद.
Okay. Now whether
आपके
you
end
can
से
hear
थोड़ा
me
सा
now.
बड़ा. हाँ.
Whether you can hear me now, sir.
It is okay.
It is okay. अच्छा चलिए. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Anyway, so I don't know, maybe my ups and down in the maybe that may lead to that sort of distortion. Otherwise, anyway, so this is okay. With regard to these potatoes, I hope you must have enjoyed all the 5 potatoes which we have seen today, right? Let us move ahead with another tool, what is called as Stockerative. Have you heard this tool? Now, this is what we have tried this. Let's say, if you work on this tool and your organization, definitely, I think you are having a infrastructure wherein you have your own intranet, right? So you can share. That is whatever utility I have told you, because these are all, you don't require any internet for this particular purpose. See, the beauty of this hot potato is you do not require any kind of infrastructure. That is, if you have machines in an internet connected machines, you can share all these files, or otherwise you can share these assignment with a platform like say Google Classroom. Okay, so in Google Classroom, what you can do, just like you post any assignment, there you can post this assignment and the student can download that assignment and attempt it and submit it. Okay, so that way again you can do it. See, the hot potato I'm talking about. Now let us go ahead with something which is completely in an online and seamless manner. And Socerative is the answer for that. So let us go ahead with what is Socerative, right? So once again, you need to go to yes, sir.
Atik sir,
Ji.
one question is there in chat box
Yes, sir.
by
What
Dr.
is
Harshal
what,
Datir sir.
What is it? What is it, sir? If you can read out, actually, yes. Or sir, Datir sir, you can unmute yourself and you can raise your query. There's no matter, doesn't matter, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Datir sir, please. Yes.
Yes, sir. Can we have the marks allotment for the long answer type in hot potatoes?
Mark allotment for the long answer type, meaning thereby short answer type is the provision, sir. Long means what exactly you intend to say?
Yeah, non-objective,
Descriptive,
which
na?
are
Descriptive,
subjective
na?
questions.
So short
Yes,
answer
sir.
is the option, sir, which I have shown you, I think, if I'm not wrong. And the
Okay, okay.
short answer is already there. That is when we were designing that MCQ. In the drop-down list, if you must have observed, there was an option called short answer type.
Okay, okay,
Right.
okay.
Wherein the student can type in the, let's say you are asking for the definition of a particular concept. So the student can type in the definition and you can very well evaluate it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Okay,
with
thank you,
regard to marking scheme, you are saying you can give based on your own criteria, maybe 1 mark to each question, or maybe 2 mark, or maybe 0.25 mark. So that scaling is
Okay.
is within the control of the teacher only. Okay.
Okay.
तो ये थोड़ा सा कन्वेंशनल है, बट ये सर, हाँ दातिर सर और कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे?
नहीं सर, ठीक है, थैंक यू सर.
ठीक है, चलिए. So this is a conventional tool, but it is extensively used in various platforms, because the beauty of this particular tool is, as I have told you in the beginning, that it satisfies the criteria of SAMR, that is substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. Okay, so it is treated as one of the standard tool, right? Let us move ahead with another tool, okay, which is a web version, but when it comes to web, okay, there are issues. So let's go to socrative.com. I don't know how many, maybe some of you must have used it, okay, but this is the, you can say the URL which is there on your screen, socrative.com, right? Now, socrative.com requires a login for the teacher. Okay, you can log in, either you can create your own account, okay, or you can log in with your existing Gmail ID or any social media platform ID and so on. Okay, so or let's say if you do not have, you can create a new one. Okay, so if you can see here, sign up for free. So let us try something. Yeah, so let's say login. Okay, so it is showing 2 different login. Actually, the student need not have to log in. Basically, I'll show you how you can directly go to student login. Actually, there's no login required. You need to share only one thing with the student, that is the address of your classroom, so that they can enter into the class. Okay, so let's go to teacher login. Okay, and teacher login, let's say I have created this account. This is my email ID and so on. I am simply signing in. Now here you will appreciate, right? Here you will appreciate that whatever we have done with the help of hot potato, okay, that is there in the form of web-based solution, completely web-based solution, right? So you can create quiz. What you need to do is, now this is my classroom number, just like you have a class code for a Google Classroom. Okay, in the similar manner, let's say if I wish you to attempt the quiz, whatever I am going to give you right now. Okay, you can very well attempt it with the help of this Atik 6972, or I can create new classroom as well, but will not go into. So that is there in the rooms option and so on. So I can launch any quiz, or I can create new quiz and so on. Let us move ahead. Okay, again, there are various options here, and it is very handy and beautiful tool once again. Let us go to this. These are the tools which I have created, these are the quizzes which I have created in my classroom. Let us try to create a quiz on IKS. Okay. Oh, sorry. So these are my existing quizzes, NEP 2020, right? So, right. Now, these quizzes which I have created, okay, now if you look at the delivery method, there are 3 different delivery methods here, right? The very first delivery method is instant feedback, wherein student answer questions in order and cannot change the answer, okay, which is traditionally what we do normally. Okay, And instant feedback is provided after each question. Your monitor progress in the table of live results will be seen by the teacher. Okay. Second one is open navigation. Okay, wherein student may answer question in any order and change answers before finishing. Your monitor progress in table of live result, once again, that is there. Or you can control the, you can say teacher paced. Okay, that is again possible. That is, we control the flow of question and monitor responses as they happen. You may skip and revisit the question, right? So you can toggle in between question, you can revisit the question, re-answer the question and so on, right? Now, on the right hand side, you have got settings wherein you have settings like, say, let's say if I want to see their name, or if I do not wish to see their name, because let's say it may happen if I put it in a student community, it may happen that some of the students, those who are not performing well, they may feel little bit uh, okay, disappointed. So as to avoid that, I can make it as requires name, or okay, then you can shuffle the question if you feel like. You can shuffle the question. You can even shuffle the answer. So if you have sitting arrangements wherein you feel that the answer should be shuffled, even if the question remains same, that setting again is possible. Then show question feedback is there, and show final score is there. And if you look at the bottom line, you will find that there is one attempt pro is there. So its basic version is free. Okay, its basic version is free, whereas whatever I have talked about with regard to hot potatoes, that is completely freeware. So you don't have any hitch in downloading the software and using it for your academic purpose. But in this case, since it is a commercial product, just like ChatGPT and so on, right? It will come up with some limited functionality when it comes to free. Okay, pro version, you can pay certain amount and you can very well get that particular thing, right? So if you say launch the quiz, okay, this is the launcher. Okay, that quiz will be launched. Now in your mobile or devices, whatever you are, okay, wherever you are, you can just try to attempt this particular quiz. What you need to do is you need to go to Google, okay, say Socrative student account, okay, and in Socrative student account, you simply put this particular classroom number, that is Atik 6972. It will take you directly to my quiz. Okay. Or otherwise, what I can do, I can invite students here, right? So I can invite student. Let's say if I share this QR code, okay, on the WhatsApp group, you can very well join using this particular QR code as well. So there are various possibilities and so on, right? So any one of you, if you feel like, you can try this, so that we will have some activity going on here. This is the scenario of my room right now, right? This is my room at present. Okay. Or as I said, that is, I can add another room. Okay. Now it is asking, okay, in the same room. So as I said, that is, it will come with limited functionality. Now this is what I can see here. This is my live results. Okay. Or I can say finish activity. Moment I say finish activity, this is how the results will be shown. As since nobody has logged in right now, okay, it is showing this. Or let us try adding the quiz with this. Let us try to build altogether a new quiz. So what I'm doing in the same room, I am adding a quiz. Okay. Again, adding a quiz, you have various possibilities here. You can create blank quiz wherein you can take the data, or you can key in the text. Okay. Or you can generate question directly. Okay. What you need to do is, this is the beta version. You need to give the prompt. Okay. Based on the prompt, it will create the question. Okay. Let's say give prompt as IKS or Indian Knowledge System. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, these many questions you can generate. Let us say 10. Okay, generate the question. Now again, generating the question, you can generate questions of different types. Okay. So which ancient, now it is generating automatically. Okay, I need to simply click on this add button. Okay, let's say click on this. I am picking up multiple choice. I am picking up true and false. I am picking up short answer. So whatever those 5 functionalities were there, those things are automated with the help of a, I should say, all those questions are being added on the left hand side panel, if you can see, right? I am simply adding up those things. Okay, now I have added almost 8 or 10 questions. Now this my quiz is ready on the left hand side. Okay, you can say done. Okay, right now it is untitled. I will say that IKS quiz. Okay, now what it is saying, now what it is saying, share. Okay, so this is the link. You can directly open in your browser and you can very well attempt, or the alternatively, as I said, that is you can go to those many options. Even I can share the you can say the QR code and so on, right? All those options are there. So I am enabling the sharing. Copy import link. This link has been copied. Let's move to the WhatsApp group. And let us try whether you can join. Okay. This is October A. Right. Now, if you click on this, okay, so that, or alternatively, what I'll do, I'll try to log in here itself from my student login, let's say. Student, say login. Now, this is creating trouble for me basically. Just put it here. So this is the very first link, Socrates student login. Now what I have told you, Atik, you remember 6972 is my classroom. Okay, you need not have to do anything. Student login, it will simply ask you the room you wish to join. Click on join. Okay. Now this is the screen for the student. Okay. This is the screen activity for the student. Okay, waiting for the next activity to begin. Actually, I have not launched it. You need to launch that. It is logging out because I am doing both the things on the same machine. Okay. So launch this quiz, let's say this NEP-2020. Okay. Now I am launching it. Okay. Now it is starting the activity. Okay. This is my teacher's console. Okay. Waiting for students to join. Okay. So any one of you can just try and join in the manner in which I have demonstrated just now, so that we will have some live answers here. Any one of you, please. I don't know how many of you are with me. Anyway, yes, sir. On your machine, what you need to do is, sir, So these are the 5 questions which I have written over there. Okay, their answers will appear here. Okay, moment you start joining and you attempt those questions and submit the answers, it will be live streamed to my console. Okay, so here once again, as I have told you, at a time I can join on a single machine as either as a student or a. Now I am showing you. Okay, I can put my name. Let's say Mohammed Atik. I'll say simply Atik. Okay, done. This is how you are supposed to. So what are the proposed changes in higher education under NEP? This was the question. Okay, let's say. Okay, now I can submit my answer. Okay, whatever I feel like. Okay, submit the answer. Okay. Which language policy does the National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes? 3-language formula, no language policy, English only instruction, bilingual education, or now you can just tell me the answer so that I'll just try to attempt it. It is 3 language.
B. B.
Yes, sir. B or C, sir?
B. B.
B. Let us try B. In my opinion, it is 3 language. Okay, let us see what is there. Okay. Sir, now it is giving. Which language policy does the National Education 2020? Correct answer is the 3-language formula.
Exactly. Barabar.
3-language formula is something like, sir, one is undoubtedly English. Okay. Second is maybe your local language or maybe your mother tongue. Third, something like that. So that is what is there. So this is what is there, right? So submit the answer. How does National Level aims to integrate technology in education? Maybe some through whatever you feel like, through ICT. Let's say. Okay. Now, National Education Policy 2020. See, in one bundle, what we did is we have tried true, false, we have tried MCQ, and we have tried, what should I say, short answer type, and so on, in one bundle, right? So, now this is a sort of true, false sort of question, right? National
False.
Education Policy, it is false. Hai na? Chaliye, let us go ahead. Okay. Correct answer is true. Anyway, doesn't make any difference. Okay, we are just trying to understand how it goes, right? What is one of the objectives of the National Education Policy 20? To reduce school hours to achieve universal foundation literacy and numeracy by 2025, or to privatize all school, or to eliminate all exams? To reduce exam hours, school hours. Let us try this one. This feels more appropriate. And to achieve universal functionality, literacy, and numeracy by 2020. So this is what is there as the correct answer. Now I have completed. This is my student login. I have not logged in. I have simply entered into that room directly. Atik 6972. If some of you must have tried, I would have got responses here. Okay, I will. Yeah, there are people trying. Okay, let me check the live activity. Right. Now it is saying, if you look at this live, okay, go to live result. This is what is happening. Okay, Sarang, Gauri, I think Atik, these 3 fellows have joined. These are their answers. Okay, now if you wish, as I have told you in the beginning, in the setting panel, you can change this. If you feel that this name should not be there, okay, let it be confidential to the teacher only. Okay, you can remove that. Okay, you can show result. Okay, and then let's say 67%, I think Sarang, this is the overall compilation of the 3 people have attempted, 33% when it comes to, let's say, question number 2. And when it comes to question number 4 and 5, the correct answers were to the tune of 67%. Now, let's go to this reports. Okay. Now, in report, you can have complete analysis, say NEP 2020. Okay, now at present, since I don't know whether we have tried, which one we have tried basically? NEP 2020. Okay, so you need to pause this activity. Okay, you have to stop the result. Okay, and then you can say show result, show responses, everything it is now showing. So pause student responses, hide questions until ready to resume, right? Upgrade. Okay, now it is asking for, as I have told you, it will ask me for money. Okay, some dollar, $61, $9.9 for 21 days and so on. So it comes with limited functionality and many times it frustrates you. And that's why I've shown you something which is, because this, you see, Get Pro. Okay, right? Get Pro for free. Okay, Get Pro for free. And that Pro will have all those functionalities wherein you can analyze the result, you can have a graphical or a pictorial representation of what has happened in the class and so on and so forth. Right. So this was the, I should say, the second tool. Now, if you have anything, you can fire it now as far as this is concerned. This is equally powerful, rather this is more powerful. The only thing is that it is little bit, it requires many times you need to pay some amount. But as an educational institution, again, I don't think there is any problem. Okay, particularly for autonomous institutions. Okay. Now, is this okay, sir? Socrative, any questions? I don't know whether I am audible, whether you can hear me properly.
Absolutely audible, sir. No problem.
अच्छा चलिए चलिए आप खाना खा रहे हैं सर साथ में
नहीं नहीं खाना नहीं
नहीं it's
खाना
okay
नहीं
sir
खा
it's okay no
खाना
not
नहीं
a
खा रहा
problem
हूँ दवाई
yes
ले रहा हूँ
yes sir okay so this Socrative is the another powerful tool wherein you can create exercises for student assessment. Now let us go to a very important tool what is called as let's say answer garden. Any one of you have heard this answer garden? These names are so
No,
beautiful.
sir.
Yes. I think yes. Harsha Vyavare, madam. Yes, ma'am. What is your perception about answer garden? What is it?
Maybe some another pedagogical tool, sir. Like, is it?
Okay. But what is the purpose? Purpose I wanted to know. What for it can be used?
Like, no idea right now, sir.
Anyway. Okay. We'll just try to have a look at it, and we'll have some hands-on on answer garden as well. What you need to do is once again, you need not have to download this. This is again completely free. It is open source platform. It is available, right? But this tool is typically used for getting the feedback, right? Instant feedback. Let's say I have finished up with my session, okay, and I want to know what was how was the session, let's say, right? So you can go ahead with this answer garden. Okay, answergarden.ch is the link. I hope it is visible to you, right? The answergarden.ch is the link, and I can use this particular tool for brainstorming as well. Right? This is what is there as the responses. Whenever the responses will appear, they will appear in this particular manner. Okay. So answer garden, it is a minimal tool for maximum feedback. That is the tagline, right? So what is the functionality? The basic purpose is to take feedback from the students or the participants. Okay, for that particular purpose, this particular tool has been designed, right? So if you look at this plus sign, okay, this is create an answer garden. Now you can create an answer garden by simply clicking on this. No need to log in and so on, right? So let us say feedback for the session as the title I am giving to this particular answer garden. Okay. Answer garden. Okay. Now under answer garden, you have 4 different mode. As you can see on the left hand side, you have brainstorm. The another one is classroom mode. Third one is the moderator mode. And the fourth one is a logged mode, right? So normally this brainstorm and classroom are being used, and moderator is nothing but when as a teacher, if you feel like, since I am gathering the feedback, okay, I may get positive feedback as well as negative feedback, right? So if I'm getting a negative feedback and I want to discard it, so you can use that moderator mode. In classroom mode, those things are not there. Now, what it says, let us go ahead with this topic required. Okay, let us go ahead with this classroom mode. Okay, and usually the answer length is by default it is 20. Okay, it is by default it is 20. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to take the call because the call is from the next resource person. Please hold on for some time. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon. No problem, madam. No problem. No problem. You, no issue, ma'am. No issue. No issue. We'll do it, madam. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Well, sorry for the interruption. Actually, Aurora madam, she has called me up, and that's why I said I need to pick it up. Anyway, so this is what is there in the answer garden. Okay, so brainstorm and classroom, 20 and 40 is the limit. So you have only two options. That is the answer length. Either it should be 20 or maximum 40. Okay, you can set the admin password here. Okay, it is not asking for anything else directly. It is asking for the password. Okay, you can have some reminder mail as well here. Okay, if you feel like, and spam filter you can either make it on or off. Okay, again you can get trial. Again, this is now how you expect the answer, whether you can expect the answer in lowercase, uppercase, or no change. They will be kept as it is. That is again you can do. Okay, add local discoverability and then simply say create. Now I'm creating that that particular thing. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to once again share this with my student community. Okay, so right now we are not in a classroom mode. What I'll do, I'll put it up in our WhatsApp group. Okay, just for testing purposes. So what you need to do is you need to simply click on this particular link. Okay, and you can give your feedback. You can give your feedback. If some of you can try, we can see here how the answers will come up. Or what I'll do, whatever I have done in the earlier case, the same way we can go ahead. That is, yeah. Some of you are attempting. If yes, please update me so that I'll wait for some time. Or I will attempt on my own. Okay. So this is how the screen will appear on your screen. Here you can type maybe good. Okay. You can submit. Okay. Since we have set the limit as 20 character, that 20 character is appearing. Okay. The session is very excellent. Somebody has said. Okay. Now what I wanted to show here is, right? So if you look at the bottom side, this is now live. Okay. This is not live. Okay. This live feed, it will appear as and when you will, some of you will just click on that particular link and put your responses. Okay, what you can do here is you can share it. You can go for a QR code kind of thing, which can be shared. Again, this is the QR code which will appear, right? So you can share it. You can export it. You can go for a admin kind of activity, or you can refresh it. So let's say refresh it, or you can see the QR code. Again, this QR code can be shared amongst the student community, okay, for logging into the system and replying, yes, excellent session, something like that. Okay, so it will be populated. What I intend to say is it will be populated, and later on, even the results will be analyzed. Okay, results can be analyzed. So this is another tool which you can use for gathering the feedback. I hope this is okay. Right? Any queries if you have?
It was a good session, the wonderful one.
Yes,
I
sir.
think Pardi sir is there. Pardi
Yes,
sir, काही विचारायचं असेल तर बघा ना. काही असेल.
Yes, sir.
Professor Pardi is one of the
Sir.
staff member at our Sitna College from IT department.
Okay. Yes, I know Pardi sir.
Yes, sir.
I know.
No question. All the export tools are even better than before.
Sorry, sir.
They are used because we are using Moodle and it's completely free. Everything is available there. So I did never use another tool.
Sir, I am not able to hear you. Actually, Pardi sir, I am not able to hear you actually. I am not able to hear you properly. Your voice is breaking. So if you speak clearly, that would be better.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I audible now?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Sir, what about this tool? But had never been used. You you explained it to us just now. So you explore completely new tools. What I am using that is Moodle, and all these things are available there in Moodle also. So I have never explored this things before. This was the first thing.
You mean to say you have never explored these things at your end. But whatever
Yes,
functionality I am talking about, this thing is very much there in your LMS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no issue, sir. My idea was to expose you. See, even if it is there, okay, there are multiple ways to get the same kind of result, right? That's why I said that is hot potatoes. Hot potatoes. Why I said because it is a small one, handy one. You have numerous advantages. Okay, so each tool has got some plus and minus, sir. Right? Just like nobody is perfect on the parallel line, no tool is perfect tool for any particular activity. The only thing is that, and once more, repeatedly, I am telling you, that is, it is up to you to decide what is better and what is not. Right? So this is my yes.
For the people, the people who are new, we haven't used this tool. This is find them very handy, useful, simple. Whatever you explain, they are very handy tool, very simple, easy to use.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And we are practicing since last so many years on Moodle, so we find that was easy for us.
Okay. Great. No problem. No, actually, I am still not able to hear you. One thing I have gathered from your whatever deliberation you said is actually you are using LMS and you feel that it is very much there. Some of the tools, whatever I am showing, these functionalities are very much there in the Moodle or any other tool, right? So that is very much possible. Rather, I will never say that that is not possible, right? But my idea is to expose you to various tools, ICT tools, which you can use in your day-to-day life. Let's say you are conducting a session, live session, and you want to gather the feedback right now. For example, I am gathering, right? So I am gathering the feedback. So I can very well gather this feedback at the end of the session, right? This is one thing. And second is how you can build small exercises, okay, on your own. Okay, Google Classroom, again, you can get the same kind of functionality. Okay, but when it comes to creating your own, and when you create this sort of thing on your own, like say hot potatoes, as I have told you, you can use it as a library. You can build it, okay, the question bank and other things. So randomly, if you create assets in that form, because yours is an autonomous institution, that is why I am repeatedly saying, you can exploit some of the things which are good, okay, in your day-to-day activity. Okay, let's move ahead with one more tool. I don't know how many of you have used it, but my idea is to again expose you because we are left with 10-15 minutes. Okay, we will go to another tool called NetLogo. Have you heard this particular tool? Any one of you? Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, let's simply Google it.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I think I am audible now perfectly.
Yes. Now you are audible, sir.
Sir,
you are audible.
All the tools which you have explained, these are completely new for us. To be very
great.
frank.
Great.
Yeah, and so, easy to use. Yes.
some value addition is
And
there, sir, and that is the ultimate aim of this particular session, right? है ना?
yes,
So,
yes.
yes. चलिए.
So what I
Sir,
find now, we are using Moodle, and everything, all these things are available there in a single package.
Yes.
So we are using it since last so many years. So we find
Great.
it is easy for us. But
Great, no
whatever
problem.
you explained are completely perfect tools to be used in a institute.
Okay.
Easy to
No
use
problem.
and
No
very
problem.
good.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Sir, one
Yes,
thing
sir.
I just want to add, Professor Pardi sir and his team, with your one of your good friend and batchmate also, Dr. Professor Itkikar sir.
क्या
This
बात है?
whole team have been dedicated for the in-house development of ERP, LMS, and OBE. I have written
Okay.
in chat box also.
Great.
So we have ICT, as far as ICT is concerned, we are
Very great.
actually well supported by these team members for in-house development, and obviously supported by our principal and management.
Great, sir. Great.
Yes, sir.
So my idea was simply to expose you, sir. This is again there. Okay, that was the ultimate aim. You are doing lot many
Yes, sir.
things. I am well aware, and you people are competent enough. When I was planning to deliver what I thought, whether it will be relevant to you or not, or some of you may come up, sir, this already we know, or rather we are using it, right? So anyway, my
Sir,
idea
we
is
are
to
going to
expose.
use these tools also.
Yes.
I have never used NetLogo, but from now on, I try to make use of it.
Yes. Now, this is again a very wonderful and powerful tool, sir. I'll take only 5 minutes to just give you a glimpse of this particular tool, because again, it is not possible to go in detail, right? So this is basically a simulation tool wherein, let's say if you are teaching a particular subject and you found many of the things bit complex to explain. Okay, bit complex to explain. When it comes to theory, normally we go for theoretical aspects very easily. And when it comes to, let's say, explaining those things in a classroom scenario, for example, I am a man from computer science, right? I used to teach operating system, and few of my students are again there. So when it comes to operating system, and there is a typical problem, what they call it as a dining philosopher's problem, right? So that problem is very complex, and it becomes many times difficult to explain that concept in a classroom environment, right? For that particular purpose, you may use this net logo. That is, wherein the complexity is more, and you want to demonstrate with the help of a model. These are the ready-made models available on this platform, net logo platform. Okay. And to your surprise, sir, most of these models are developed by the academic community only. Okay, this is again free and open source. This has been built on a free and open source platform. Okay, without any hitch, you can use it. Okay, now I'll demonstrate one or two models here. Okay, let's go to library. Okay, I have simply typed net logo and net logo library. I am going. Okay, in net logo library, these are the n number of things available. Okay, let us go to computer science. Okay, in computer science, let us go to let's say dining philosophers, as I was talking about. Right, this is the dining philosophers part. Right. Now, I'm simply clicking. I'm not doing anything else, right? Now, I can configure this problem, okay? And it talks about everything with regard to that dining philosopher's problem. Even entire documentation is there. That is how it can be configured. But when you expose to the student with such a tool and ask them to, I should say, play with this, okay? They can play with this particular thing, right? So you can even download this NetLogo application, or you can run it in a browser, okay? Or you can try running it in NetLogo web. Now I am trying to run this particular program in a NetLogo web. Okay. Okay. Now on the left hand side, you can see that there are various parameters which I can tune as per my own requirements. Okay. Let's say all these by default, whatever is there, we will not go into the details, but if you tune it, and the beauty of this is that is the entire information with regard to this model is very much there, along with the code, net logo code for this particular model. Okay, and the command center and all those things are there. Let us try to run it. Okay, let us try to. Okay. Let's try something else. Actually, you require JVM installed on your machine. It may be giving problem due to that. But anyway, we'll try some another model. Let's try ANN. Yeah, the very first one. Let us try this. Oh, I need to select a model. Launch it. I think there is some issue with my machine, that is actually JVM is supposed to be installed. Okay, that's why it is giving some issue. Otherwise, it runs fine. Okay, as I've said, that is the code, everything is there. Okay, this is the code, as you can see here. Okay. So you can run it basically. Right now, I'm getting some error in issues with regard to the JVM not installed. Otherwise, directly it takes up, and moment you launch it, runs here. Okay, in this black box right now, it is not showing anything, but it works fine, sir. So you have to have JVM plugin installed in your machine. That may be the reason. I have not tested before, right, before starting this session. So this is again very powerful tool wherein you have thousands of models available at your disposal, right? So you can make use of these things as a complementary to whatever you are teaching to your student, right? So with this note, I think I am done with whatever I intend to say, right? So I have tried my level best to give you 4-5 glimpse of, I should say, of 4-5 tools. Okay, NetLogo is one of them. Okay, we have seen the answer garden, we have seen the hot potatoes, we have seen the other tool as well, that is Socrative, right? So thank you very much for patiently hearing, and I think this is all from my end, and our next speaker will join within a minute or so. And I request Kasat sir to
Yes, sir.
actually, madam has requested me. She has requested me that somebody has to share his, her PPT with the audience. So I shoulder
Okay.
that responsibility to you or anybody from your institute, those who are attending.
Okay. That we will take care of that.
Hello, sir. So
Vyavhara madam.
yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Sir, is there any tool to conduct the exam in proctored manner?
Proctored manner. Sorry, ma'am. Actually, I have not experienced it, but I am sure that something will be there. But it will be definitely, if you go for proctored and those kind of activity, it will not be available free of cost.
Okay.
right?
Because
So
many times we have to
yes,
assess the students and
yes.
they are using mobile, then they are cheating. They take screenshot
I,
and all these things.
I got your I got your point, right?
Yes, yes.
But the issue is because it has to be customized solution for an organization, and definitely when you customize something, okay, it must be in a paid manner, because it is not only proctored in a sense that is only camera is on. That is not, that is one aspect. You know, when it comes to proctored, there are issues like, let's say, on the same machine, if you are browsing, opening up numerous
Yes,
windows,
yes.
and you
Yes,
know,
sir.
so
Yes.
it should come out directly. So that is being
Yes.
practiced by almost all the corporate testers, I should say. Okay,
Yes,
whenever they
yes.
conduct tests, they have those, but that is usually a paid version. I don't know.
Okay.
At least I am not aware, even if some open source tool is available. I will
Okay.
explore it, and I'll definitely get back to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Very nice session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Weaver madam,
Sir.
please go for our
Yes,
vote of
sir.
thanks.
Yeah.
And next session, resource person will be available, or maybe she is available just in 2 minutes.
Yes,
So
yes.
we
Yes,
need
sir.
to
Yes.
share her screen.
Sir, I have
Uh,
already joined.
Great, great.
Madam has
Welcome.
already joined. Arora madam,
Welcome,
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 ma'am.
madam.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you so much, sir.
so,
Weaver
Welcome.
Welcome, ma'am.
yes,
I
sir. We
have
will
received
finish.
your PPT just now.
Yeah.
Dr. Atik from this side, and my colleague Dr. Kasat sir is there,
Got
and there are
Oh,
few
yes.
other people.
our principal sir is also there, Dr. Khede.
Welcome, ma'am.
Dr.
Welcome,
Khede
ma'am.
sir is again there, sir.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sir is the principal of SIPNA College of Engineering and Technology. Actually, we are running this program in a collaborative manner, right?
Okay.
So, yes, yes. So, it is a collaboration between the HRDC Amravati and the SIPNA College of Engineering and Technology, Amravati.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
That's great.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, please go for vote of thanks for first
Yes,
session.
yes, sir. We will finish the session, sir. So I extend heartfelt thanks to Professor Atik sir for introducing us with these new ICT tools like Meet Socrative, Hot Potatoes, and Answer Garden, and the Net logo. These tools were actually very handy, sir. And Hot Potato was a kind of very simple and easy to use kind of a tool. So we are very thankful to you, sir, for introducing us with these kind of ICT tools. Uh, and I'm also thankful to all the participants. Thankful to each and everyone. So we'll start with the next session, sir.
Yes, please, please.
Yes, sir.
Kindly introduce resume of
Yes, sir.
Aurora, madam.
So for the next session, we have Dr. Nidhi Arora, who is presently working in the Department of Legal Studies, Faculty of Law, Banasthali Vidyapith. Dr. Nidhi Arora is a highly accomplished and passionate academician in the field of law with extensive expertise in legal research, teaching, and scholarly writings. She has a proven track of delivering and engaging lectures, fostering the critical thinking, and nurturing the intellectual growth for the students. Madam has a research work in the area of gender equality and women rights. Presently, Madam is supervising 5 PhD research scholars, and her research papers are published in various Scopus Index journals on especially focusing on women empowerment, women trafficking, and pharmaceutical industry also. Madam has participated in or represented her in moot courts also as a faculty advisor and as a judge also. Madam has also acted as a session chair in international conferences, and she has presented her various papers in international conferences also. Madam has acted as a resource person in various conferences, and she has delivered the lectures on NEP 2020 orientation and sensitization programs of UGC MMTTC. And up to now, she has delivered 15 lectures on NEP 2020 orientation and sensitization program. Madam has also presented various papers in international conferences and international and national conferences and various workshops. Prior to joining the Banasthali University, Madam has been associated with an NGO also, that is Navjivan Sanstha in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. And Madam believes that if we want to bring a real peace in this world, and if we have to carry a real war against the war, we should begin with educating children and young generation. Apart from this, I just want to quote regarding the Banasthali Vidyapit. Banasthali Vidyapit is situated in Tang district of Rajasthan state and is a fully residential women's higher education institute which offers an integrated system extending from the primary education to PhD level education. It was on October 6, 1935 that Srimati Ratan Shastri and Pandit Hiralal Shastri founded this Banasthali to fill up the vacuum caused by the sudden death of their highly talented and promising daughter, Shantabai. I welcome Dr. Nidhi Arora ma'am to present her talk.
Madam,
Thank you so much, sir.
welcome, madam. I have just shared the PPT of madam to you. I mean, Vyavare madam. Kindly share it. It is on WhatsApp also as well as mail.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. And I would like to thank Nilesh sir, Atik sir, and all for giving me this opportunity to share my views with other faculties, because here all are the faculties only, right? So just ma'am, I will just say the next slide, then you have to move to the next slide. Okay, now once you share it, once I'm done with the first slide, I will just say next slide, then you can change the slide.
Madam, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, I wanted to share one more thing with regard to Madam is actually she is having a working day. So on Sunday, I think Madam has said that it is a working for.
Yeah. This is actually, sir, I have given you time. This is my lunch hours. So it was feasible for me. I will manage half an hour in anyhow, not an issue.
Okay, ma'am. So actually, I wanted to take you both the sessions, but what has happened since you said no, then I was in trouble to find out someone who can speak on Sunday, because Sunday people are reluctant to take any assignment. So thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being with us on this occasion.
It's my privilege, sir. Thank you.
Vyavare madam, is it okay?
Sir, actually, the host can only share the PPT. The settings are like that. So I think I won't be able to share it, sir. I think Atik sir will be able to share it, sir.
Atik sir, आप व्यवहारे मैडम को co-host कर दीजिए, please. Same problem I am also facing here. Atik sir, आप please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me check out, sir. Let me check out. I'm checking on it. I'm checking.
Okay.
Let me check out. Madam, which device you have joined? What is your display name? Vyavare, madam?
Yes.
Yeah, Harsha Vyavare is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So let me try if I can make you. Oh no. Sir, you have to give me a minute, because again I am. Please hold on. I am working on it. I'm working on it. Please hold on.
Hello, Dr. Vivare, ma'am.
Sir.
Ma'am, good afternoon. I will give the access to you as a presenter. You can just click on the slides. Just next, that slide will be moved. Okay, ma'am. For upcoming presentation.
Yes, sir. So, with presently, I cannot share, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I will share. I will share from here. Don't worry about that. I will give the co-host access.
Okay, you are sharing, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir, ma'am. From here, I will share and give the access to you.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, you can. Just
I'll
click
move
on
the slides. No issue.
You can click just on the next. The slide will be movable. Hello, Dr. Arora, ma'am.
I'll move the slides.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, ma'am, if you could permit, shall we start?
Yeah. We can start, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. May I request? Good afternoon, one and all. Once again, we will continue for the.
Sorry to interrupt you. Introduction, everything is over. Now, actually, madam was about to start.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing these slides. So today, in today's lecture, we'll be going to talk about somehow the synergy of educational policy and the skill development strategies in the higher education. Why NEP is focusing on the skill development, that is very important. What are the kinds of the skill development and how it works in a productive manner as per the development strategies. How we are trying to nurture the talent with the help of skill development. That will be our focus in today's lecture. Next slide, please, sir.
Vivare, ma'am, have you got the access?
Hello, sir, I'm trying, sir, but actually unable to move the slides, sir.
I think I have given the access, ma'am. If you could try waiting for Harsha Vivare to connect the screen.
Ankit sir, I'm connected on mobile. Can you give me the access?
Okay, sir, no problem. Yes, ma'am, please continue.
Thank you. So basically, when we talk about a skill development somehow refers to the process of acquiring, enhancing abilities and competencies required for any effective performance in specific task or a role. In each and every task, there will be two categories of skills. One falls within the ambit of a general skill category, and another specified skills, acquired skill, which is needed for that particular specific role or a task. It somehow encompasses a range of activities designed to empower an individual skills, knowledge, and experiences. And see, these activities can be formal. How you can, as I'm saying, that acquired skills. How we can acquire skill? We can acquire skill with a training program, educational courses, and or informal such as on-job learning, personal practices through the help of mentor-mentee, All these falls within the ambit of informal, category of informal. Basically, there are few categories of the skill development. See, technical skills, which are also known as the hard skills. And these are job specific skills required for a particular profession, or you can say task, such as programming, engineering, medical procedure. These are not generalized skills. These are specific skills for any particular specific task. And when I say in respect to soft skill is needed for each and every category of work. You can say that we can also consider soft skill as a generalized skill, such as interpersonal skills, communication skills, teamwork, leadership, problem solving attitudes. All these falls within the ambit of soft skill. And these are essential for effective interaction in professional and personal settings both. And when we talk about the technical or hard skill, that is only for the professional settings. And life skills, these are the skills which we use in our daily living: financial management, time management, critical thinking, right? So these are the certain categories of skills. And skill development, basically it is a dynamic and ongoing process. It not only involves acquiring new skills. If I say no, if you have to acquire new skill, that will only work. No, you have to refine your old skills also, refining and adapting existing ones to meet changing demand and context. See, we were having certain educational policies before NEP 2020 also, no? But what was the need of NEP 2020? That's what that came into limelight. Because we have to align with the 21st century. That's why it came, right? So that is the same thing. If you are having some existing skills, you have to refine those also as per the changing demand and the need. Next slide, please. Now, hard skill and soft skill. Hard skill and soft skills are both crucial aspects of personal and professional development. If I say hard skill, these are specific, teachable abilities or knowledge that can be easily quantified and measured. And hard skills are typically job specific and technical in nature. As earlier I have already told you, such as programming language, accounting, data analysis, legal drafting, all these falls within the ambit of hard skills. Hard skills can be learned with the help in a formal and informal manner both. And soft skill, which are also known as interpersonal skills or people skills, and it refers to the personal attributes and traits that enable someone to interact effectively and harmoniously with others. And they are less tangible and harder to quantify than hard skills. But we have to keep in mind that hard skill and soft skill both are like two different sides of a same coin. If you want to excel in a life or in a profession, you need both these skills. Merely having one kind of skill doesn't work. If you say, no, I'm having a hard skill, I can excel, I can work efficiently and effectively wherever you are working. Sorry to say that it will not work, because simultaneously some good personal attributes, interpersonal skills are also required to excel in your professional life. And soft skills are crucial for career success as they contribute to the interpersonal relationships, teamwork, overall work environment. You cannot work in isolation. So, these two skills complement each other in the workplace. While hard skills demonstrate your ability to perform specific tasks, soft skill enhance your ability to collaborate, communicate, and adapt in various work environments. It will help you in that particular manner. And balancing and developing both types of skills is essential for the professional growth and success. Next slide, please. As we are from the academics, teaching, we are from the teaching background. So here, if we see what are the hard skills and what are the soft skills, or you can say general professional skills. So teach in the case of teaching or in the case of academics, professional skills for teacher includes effective communication, classroom management, and the ability to engage students in learning. And when we talk about soft skills or the interpersonal skills which are required in the academics, from being an academic background, that are leadership quality, teamwork, you should have a problem solving attitude and adaptability in the respective fields. Because teacher, we have a huge diversity in the class, right? And we have to consider that diversity as an asset, not as a barrier. If you are going to consider the diversity as an asset, you are going to excel. Because at a moment you consider that diversity as a barrier, it is going to create a problem for you only to excel or to get the success in your professional life. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Professional skills for teachers and others. When we talk about the professional skills, then in today's competitive environment, professionals must develop a blend of hard and soft skill to excel in their career and contribute effectively to their organization. Though, if we talk about again the technical skills, we have seen the abilities and the knowledge required to perform that particular task or a role, right? And when I say the soft skill, again it is in respect to be there should be a clear effective communication, and that is very vital for building relationship and conveying your ideas. It include both verbal and written communication skills. Being a teacher, we should have a command on that. And strong leadership skills help in guiding teams, inspiring others, and managing project effectively. And as I have told you, there is a diversity. You have already seen the concept of diversity in any of other empathizing with others is a key to effective teamwork and personal growth, because you cannot treat each and every student in a same manner or with same strategies. So developing a combination of a hard and soft skill enables professionals to build strong interpersonal relationships, project confidences, adapt to various situations. And these skills contribute to the personal development and overall success, means and a holistic success, holistic development of the team and organization both. That's why I'm saying we are not only talking about the holistic development of a team, we are also focusing on the holistic development of an organization also. Next slide, please. Vocational training. Now, what is vocational training? and why this concept of vocational training came in existence. Vocational training refers to educational program and courses designed to teach specific skills, knowledge related to any particular trade or career. Though being a teacher, it is our responsibility to give the complete knowledge of that particular subject to the students. But there are certain extra additional skills which are required in that particular field to excel. Because if we talk about artificial intelligence, new techniques are coming day by day. If we talk about IT, new programmings are there. If we talk about legal studies, again there are new medical ki baat kare, then also there are new procedures. So all these things cannot be incorporated in a short span or a particular period of your graduation or a post graduation. But being a teacher, or we have a duty to make a student employable. It is not a duty of any organization to provide an employment to the student. We have that misconception that providing an employment is a duty of an institution. No, we have to make a student employable. So to make that particular student employable, sometimes we need the vocational training or additional trainings. We have to give those particular trainings to the students. And unlike traditional academic education that only focuses on the theoretical knowledge, vocational training emphasizes practical, hands-on skills needed for specific jobs or industries. And this type of training prepares individuals for direct entry into the workforce, of equipping them with industry-specific skills and competencies. Now, when we talk about the vocational training, there are certain key aspects of the vocational training, such as industry relevant skills. Practical experience are needed. And yes, you are having practical experience, you are having those industry relevant skills. Until and unless you don't have certification or the qualification, no one is going to consider you. That's why we need this certification for those industry relevant skills or the practical experiences which we are having with the help of vocational training. And vocational training are typically shorter than the traditional degree program and enabling faster entry into the job market. And that's why NEP emphasizes the importance of vocational education and aims to integrate it more effectively into the broader education system. Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Ankit sir, next slide, please.
Sir, I have moved for the next slides already, sir.
Madam.
Okay, fine. Let me continue. It will come, not an issue. Then, what are the importance of skill development in today's world? If I say, skill development holds very significant importance in the contemporary world for several reasons, such as economic growth and competitiveness is one of the important reasons. In a rapidly evolving global economy, business and economies need a skilled workforce to remain competitive, and skill development is helping in bridging the gap between the skill employers need and the abilities worker possess. There are two different things. One is the skill what employers need, and another the abilities workers possess. There is a huge gap between these two. So skill development is helping in bridging that gap only and leading to increased productivity and economic growth. And another important aspect, the importance of skill development, we can say that employment opportunity. As the job market becomes more competitive Having a diverse set of skill increases employability, and individuals with relevant skills are better positioned to secure jobs and advance in their careers. So, skill development supports entrepreneurship by equipping individuals with the skills needed to start and run successful business. What is startups? You all have heard about different startups, right? Shark Tank, what was Shark Tank? Right? It was giving funding to the new startups only. So here also, in the case of this startup also, skill development is playing a very vital role. Then adapting to technological changes. Technological advancement are somehow transferring industries and job roles. Continuous skill development will ensure that individuals can adapt to new technologies and tools, thus staying relevant in their own field. And it is very important, or you can say that crucial, for maintaining job security and career progression. To maintain a balance between the job security and career progression is becoming difficult day by day. Then personal growth and fulfillment. Beyond personal benefits, skill development contributes to the personal growth and satisfaction. And acquiring new skill can lead to a sense of accomplishment, and it will boost, or it will boost the moral or the confidence of that particular person who have excelled those particular new skills and enhance overall quality of life. We can say that it allow individual to pursue their interests and passions, which is leading to a more fulfilling personal and professional life. Because skill development is trying to address these skill gaps within the workforce. Because there is a huge skill gap in each and every profession in present time. And identifying and addressing these gaps helps ensure that there is a match between the skills available in the market and the skills required by the employers, and thus improving overall economic efficiency. If we're able to address the skill gap, what skills are available in the market and skills required by the employer, then automatically there will be a good impact on the economy. Because what we have done, we have given them the skilled workforce by reducing that skill gap. Innovation and a problem solving. You can say this skilled individuals are better equipped to tackle the complex problem because they have that particular confidence of solving the problem. And it fosters critical thinking, creativity, which are essential for solving challenges, driving progress in various fields. If people are not having those skills to excel, right, they don't have hands-on training, then generally what happens? They will not have confidence in themselves. What they have done, they have just done the rote memorization, what was there in their syllabus. That's why NEP always focused on the critical thinking and brainstorming of the student, so that they stop doing the rote memorization. Then social and economic inclusion. Effective skill development program can promote social inclusion by providing opportunities for marginalized and underrepresented groups to gain valuable skills. And this inclusion helps reduce inequality and foster a more equitable society. Next slide, please. Now, there are three terms: growth, maturity, and development. Is there anyone who can let me know that whether these three terms can be used as synonyms or there is any difference? Anyone from the participants who would like to answer that whether growth, maturity, and development can be used as a synonyms or there is some difference between these three terminologies?
Two things are different, ma'am. When it comes to the growth, we usually talk about something that physically grow, which are having the physical aspects. When we talk about the maturity, it is something, it can be even mentally, it can be physically, or maturity can be even social aspect also. So it has got a varied meaning.
Yeah, definitely. Very well answered, sir. Thank you so much. When we talk about growth refers, or you can to the increase in size, quantity, or capacity. It is typically measured in a concrete terms. And maturity denotes the state of being fully developed or having reached to certain level of experience and understanding. It often involves the ability to make informed decisions and handle complex situations, and then we can say that there is a maturity. But when we talk about the development encompasses the overall progress or evolution of a person's system or process, anything. It includes both growth and maturity, but extends to quality improvements such as enhanced capabilities, adaptability, and sophistication. Then we can say that there is a development. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So we have seen that there is a difference between growth, maturity, and development. But there are certain key components in skill development. What are those? Ability. When we talk about the ability, the first element or a component of skill development, here ability is in respect to the innate potential. And innate potential refers to the natural talent or aptitude a person has from birth. It is often seen as raw, foundational capability that one can be developed further. But when I say in respect to skill, and skill is in reference to the acquired proficiency. So skills are specific proficiencies that are acquired through practice, training, and experience. And they are the learned abilities that are not by birth and that can be refined and applied in various contexts. Then competency. These are the three components which play a very vital role. So when I say competency refers to the ability. Here we are talking about the effective application of skills. We have skills, but how to apply those skills? When there is a competency or an ability to effectively apply skills and knowledge to achieve the desired outcome. And this competency is basically the culmination of both innate ability and acquired skill, which is demonstrating practical effectiveness in real world scenario. Again, this innate and skill, when we are talking about the innate potential or the acquired proficiency, both are like two different sides of a same coin, and complete coin is going to make a competence. So integration of components when we talk about in respect to the growth, a student, I will just take an example. A student's initial exposure to digital marketing evolve into specialized skill and content strategy. And when we talk about the maturity, students' application of these skills in various projects, handling real world marketing campaigns with increasing responsibility, then you can say that there is a maturity. And in same scenario, when we can say that there is a development, when the students transform into a digital marketing expert. Is there anyone who is saying anything? Okay. So, when we talk about the development, the student transform into a digital marketing expert who integrates knowledge of market trends, analytics, and team management to lead a successful marketing strategy. Right? Then we can see that there is a development. I've just taken a single example to make it clear that what is growth, maturity, development, and another thing was what is ability, skill, and competence. Now, life skills and skill gap. Life skill are essential abilities to enable individual to effectively navigate through various aspects of life. And these are crucial for the personal development, even for the professional success and overall well-being or a holistic development of a person. And life skill goes beyond academic knowledge and technical skills, and focusing on practical and interpersonal abilities. So, communication, ability to convey the information clearly and effectively. If you don't have that communication skill, then there will be a huge skill gap. Then critical thinking. In present time, if you want to excel, you should have a ability to do the brainstorming or the critical thinking. Without that, you cannot excel in a life because you will not able to understand the practical situation and what all options are available in that practical situation. For each and every problem, we don't have a same solution. And here only the critical thinking and the brainstorming is going to do the work. So, ability to analyze information objectively, evaluate evidence, and make reasoned decision is very important. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage one's own emotion, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. Then only, if we'll take an example for the emotional intelligence, customer service, right? Customer service representative who remains calm under pressure and empathizes with client shows high emotional intelligence, because sometimes we say harshly or rudely something to those customer service representatives also when they keep on calling us. Then problem solving, the skill to identify issues, develop solutions, and implement strategies to address the problem. For an example, engineer who encounter a technical issue devises a solution and tests it to ensure it resolves the problem. That is a problem solving skills. Time management, the ability to plan and control how one spends their time effectively and efficiently. We'll take the example for the time management, that is in respect to the students. A student who prioritizes tasks, creates a study schedule, and meets deadlines, that is demonstrating good time management skill in that particular student. So this life skills is going to play a role in personal and professional life both. And next slide please. we have talked about the life skill. Now we're focusing on the skill gap, that what is a skill gap and how we are going to define that particular term skill gap. Skill gap basically refers to the discrepancy between the skills that employers require and those that job seeker possess. Okay? There are two things. Whenever we are going to talk about any of the employment or a job, obviously employer and employee, or you can say that employer or a job seeker will be there. Okay? So there are certain specifications or specific skills that particular employer needs for that particular specific task or a role. And on other side of a coin, there will be a job seeker, and some skills are already possessed by those job seekers. And there is a huge discrepancy between employers' requirement and job seekers' possession. And we have to reduce or minimize that gap. It represents the shortfall in skills that impacts an individual's employability or productivity in the workforce. And if we are going to see the present current trend in respect to the skill gap, what it is, global trends, according to the World Economic Future of Job report, if you read that particular report, many industries face skill shortages in areas such as data analytics, artificial intelligence, and cyber security. Right? So we need skill development. Then, if we talk about the regional trends, where we are focusing on the developing countries, there may be a gap in basic skills such as literacy, numeracy, which hinders workforce participation and economic growth. There is a report of the ILO, International Labour Organization, which highlights that many young people in sub-Saharan Africa lacks the skill needed to secure decent work. Here we are not talking about any specific role. They say only to acquire some decent work also, there is a huge problem with the skills. They don't have those basic skills also. Literacy, numeracy, which works. Then sector-specific trends. The healthcare sector often experiences skill gap. Why? Due to rapid advancement in medical technology and an aging population. For an example, the demand of skilled nurses, medical technicians is growing, yet there is some shortage of qualified profession in these fields. Right? And when we are going to talk about the about an impact on the employment and the economic growth. So when we talk about employment and there is a skill gap, it can lead to the higher unemployment rates, as individuals without the required skills struggles to find the job. And in respect to the economic growth, yes, there is a skill gap that has employment has direct relation with the economic growth. Skill gap can easily hinder economic development by reducing productivity and innovations, because we don't have skilled workforce. And business performance is like companies may face increased cost related to recruitment, training, and turnover if they cannot find employees with the necessary skills. We'll take an example for the business performance, that a tech company that struggles to find a qualified software developer may experiences delay in product development and a competitive disadvantage. Next slide, please. Addressing skill gap. We have seen that there are various kinds of skills, and how we can address the skill gap, what impact will be there of that particular skill gap on the employment, business, economy. But yes, we have seen there is a skill gap. We have to minimize the skill gap, But how we can minimize the skill gap, that is a question. Identify the gap is the very important, right? If you want to address your gap, first you have to identify that where is the lacuna or a loophole in these skills. Once you identify that gap, you should have some trainings, upskilling and reskilling programs. Many organizations and government have introduced training programs to address skill gaps, right? And then implement the solutions. You should know that once you have those skills, how you should implement those skills, that is also very important. And even there are some partnerships between industry and education sectors also. Because once we have identified that this is the lacuna or a loophole, one aspect is in respect to the upskilling and reskilling program. Another thing, when you are in the UG or a, we can do that after knowing the fact that this is the need of the market and our students are lacking into it, we can have a partnership between the industry and the education sector or the institution. We have to collaborate between educational institutions and industries can help bridge skill gap. For example, vocational training programs developed in partnership with companies ensure that curricula align with the industry needs, providing students with relevant skills. Then, government initiatives. Various countries have implemented national skill development strategy to address skill shortage. Even India's national skill development mission also focuses on the enhancing skill across various sectors to boost employability and the economic growth. And once you have grabbed and all the skills, then you can and you have implemented those skills in your work life or in your task or a role, and then evaluate that your progress. This is the simple way to address your skill gap. Next slide, please. Next, this we have already dealt. New generation skills, emerging skills for the new generation, digital literacy. Well, just take an example. Till COVID, many of us were not well versed with the computer. We were not that digitalized. We were knowing that how to use the computer. We know how to operate Word or Excel or a PowerPoint, right? But during the COVID, when the need arises in respect to take the classes through the online mode, what generally I know about myself, that what we have to do, we have to make the videos in advance for our lectures. Then we have to do certain editing and different we have to play different roles into it. We have to play the role of editor also into it. So all these techniques we learn when the need arises. So digital literacy is very important. Proficiency in using the digital tools and platform is essential for the new generation to thrive in the modern workplace. And digital literacy refers to the ability to effectively use the digital tools or the technologies to access, evaluate, and create information. Now, though, we are having AI, which plays a very vital role into it. Right? And digital literacy is a foundational for virtually all modern jobs. During the period of COVID, it was a time of work from home. If you are not well versed with, if you are not digitally literate, then it is very difficult to work from home. So NEP 2020 emphasized integrating digital literacy across all level of education and it highlights the need for developing digital skills from an early stage to ensure that students are prepared for the demands of a digital economy. And the policy, this particular NEP, new education policy, advocates for the inclusion of digital tools in teaching methods and curriculum design to enhance the students' digital competencies. We should opt for different forms of assignment in our curriculum, and one of them can be the digital assignment. Then collaboration and teamwork. Again, you should have a leadership quality. You should have a teamwork quality and ability to work effectively in a diverse teams and across different time zones is crucial in today's globalized world. Then only will able to align with the 21st century, which was the aim of this NEP 2020. Even there are certain sustainable development goals also, we have to align with those goals also. Critical thinking. Earlier also I told you that brainstorming and the critical thinking, analytical and problem solving skills are highly valued in an era of information. Merely if you have done the rote memorization, you have crammed the things and you are not well versed about its applicability in the real world scenario, that rote memorization, those marks what you have attained in your UG/PG courses, that is not going to help you in any manner to have an employment, or if you are already employed, to retain that particular employment. Then creativity and innovation, we can say that startups, it is a time of startups. Even each and every sector people are doing startups, and that is a capacity of thinking outside the box, what is not existing in present time. And this creativity and innovation only comes when you are having an ability to do the critical analysis, or the you can do the brainstorming. When you will do that, then only you are going to find out that yes, this is the loophole, this is the lacuna which need to be minimized or covered up. Secondary thing, what the society need, what is the demand of that particular market, then only you will able to do the creativity and you will able to start your startup. Next slide please. Now, skill mapping. There are two things: vertical mapping and the horizontal mapping. Right? First of all, we'll see that what is skill mapping. Skill mapping involves creating a visual presentation of inventory of skills possessed by the individual or groups and comparing them to the skill required for a specific task. See, you have to identify the skill gap, customize training and development program, optimize resource allocations, and enhance workforce planning and successful planning, right? Then that is a skill mapping, how we are aligned with the skills. But when we talk about the vertical mapping and then horizontal mapping, what is horizontal mapping? Transferable skill across various sectors when we are talking about the generalized skills or a soft skills, which are applicable in each and every sector. Those skills which are not for any specific role or a task, skills which can be used in a generalized manner, then that is known as the horizontal mapping. Here in horizontal mapping involves analyzing and organizing skills across different industries, and that is concerned with identifying transferable skills that are applicable across various fields without any kind of specializations. Okay? We'll just take an example, that project management skill, right? We are taking an example of project management skill. Now, what you need in the project management skill? Planning, budgeting, team coordination, right? And these strategies or aspects are applicable in every sectors. If you go to the construction industry, it will be applicable there. If you go to the IT industry, it is applicable there. Health sector, it is applicable there also. So here what I'm trying to say that these are the skills which are applicable in a universal manner to each and every sector wherever you are working, or you can say that they are the generalized skills, right? And when we talk about the vertical mapping, it is like career progression with specific sector. You have to progress in your career. You have to work efficiently and effectively in your career. For that specific role or a task, you need these skills, and those skills are known as vertical skills that only needs in advancing your career and to achieve the success. That is vertical mapping, where we need certain hard skills. Next slide, please. NEP 2020 is key provision related to the skill mapping. So, curriculum flexibility. First, the NEP encourages flexible curricula that supports skill development at different educational levels, facilitating vertical mapping. For vertical mapping, you have to collaborate with the industries or the companies to provide those specific hard skills to the students in the form of vocational trainings. Then vocational and educational integration, as I told you, promotes the inclusion of vocational courses at different stages of education, supporting vertical skill development pathways and skill development programs. The policy supports various skill development initiatives that can be mapped horizontally across different sectors, enhancing adaptability and career mobility. If you are having some already acquired skills for any specific task or a role, but if you don't have those other side of a coin, that is a soft skill, there will be a difficulty in the retention of the job. So, vertical and horizontal mapping are crucial tools for understanding and planning skill development in alignment with career goals and industry demands. And it focuses on integrating vocational education and promoting transferable skill supports, effective skill mapping, ensuring that individuals are well prepared for a dynamic and evolving job market. Next slide, please. How to improve these skills? First, what we have to do for any role. If you want to improve your skills, if you want to improve your behavior, the simple phenomena what we are going to follow, that is practice your skills. Engage in regular practice is essential for skill enhancement, right? And higher education institutions can implement structured practice sessions within their curriculum. And this could include simultaneous project-based learnings, hands-on activities that allow students to apply theoretical knowledge. And theoretical knowledge can be given by the educational institution. And once the student know that how he or she has to apply theoretical knowledge in real world scenario, they will excel. Creating a culture of continuous improvement through practical assignments helps students refine their skills over time. First step we have done, that is practice your skills. Next, observe other professionals. Right? Now, how, and in the case of observation of the other profession, mentor-mentee system will also work. Though a mentor-mentee system have taken by some another resource person, but what is there, who is basically known as mentor? We are just working in respect to the skill development, mentor-mentee. I'm not going into detail. Who is mentor? how you are going to define the mentor and mentee. Is there anyone? Who is mentor?
Mentor is normally guiding the particular group of people or group of students. So mentor is more on the role of as a guide.
Okay, sir.
Whereas mentee, just they are taking the guidance from that particular mentor. So like
Absolutely right, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, madam.
Yeah, but there's small point I would like to add, and that is completely my opinion. That if I would like to define mentor and mentee in a layman language, who will be the mentor? More knowledgeable and more experienced person will be the mentor, and less experienced and less knowledgeable person will be the mentee. That is only
Yes,
the my
yes.
opinion. Why? There is a reason, because your colleagues can also be the mentor. If any of the colleague is having some exceptional knowledge, we can grab that knowledge with the colleague, right? Same goes with the student. Peer mentoring हो सकती है, professional mentoring हो गई, institutional mentoring हो गई. There are different forms of mentoring. I'm not going to detail. So that's why I generally use the word for the mentor, that is more knowledgeable, more experienced person, and less experienced, less knowledgeable person can be the mentee. So in that is a generally wider scope in which many people can adjust, right? That's why. So observational learning can significantly enhance skill development, and institution can facilitate opportunities for students to shadow professionals in their field, and this can include guest lectures, mentor-mentee system, industry visit, or collaborative projects with the business. Then what next thing can be done in respect to improve these skills is attend workshop and conferences. Basically, what everyone is doing here, why everyone is attending this NEP orientation and sensitization program, to get well versed with the NEP 2020, so that if we have a knowledge in respect to the NEP 2020, will easily make it applicable in our institution, because we are only the implementers for the NEP. No one else is going to come and implement the NEP. Merely having the policy will not serve the purpose. Implementation should be done by the educators only. Right. So, workshop and conferences serve as platform for skill development and networking. Educational policies should encourage institution to host or subsidize attendance at such events. Even these gathering often covers the latest trends, tools, techniques in various fields, allowing students to broaden their knowledge and skill while connecting with industry experts and peers. Now, question arises in respect to the funding. What generally government, in each and every institution, it is a major problem that we don't have funding. So, if it is a problem, align with the technology. Take the help of digitalization. It will help in that situation. Find mentor. Mentorship play a crucial role in personal and professional development. Educational policies can promote mentorship program within the institution, pairing students with experienced faculty or industry professionals. Even mentors can provide guidance, share experience, and help mentees in navigating their career paths, fostering a supportive environment for skill enhancement. Once it is done, then last step is feedback. Never get afraid from the feedback. Constructive feedback is very important. And this constructive feedback is vital for skill improvement. Merely someone is going to praise you and say anything, and you will believe that fine, you have done good or you have excelled. No, constructive feedback is important. Then only you are going to excel. Educational institutions should create a culture where feedback is regularly sought and provided. And this can be achieved through peer evaluation, self-assessment, or you can say that instructor critics, right? So feedback is also play a vital role. So by implementing these strategies within the framework of educational policies, institution can create an environment that nurtures talents, enhances skill development, and this synergy between the policy and practice ensures that students are well equipped to meet the demand of the ever evolving job market. Next slide, please. Next. Now, role of government and private sector in skilling program. What role basically government plays? First, government initiatives. Government funding and subsidizes to promote skill development program, infrastructure development, and capacity building is important, and formulation of policies and regulatory framework to support skill development initiatives, ensuring alignment with the industry need. And when we talk about the private sector participation, there will be in respect to the industry partnership, collaboration with private sector firms to design curriculum, offer internships, and ensure training programs are aligned with the industry standards. And how here internship is going to help? Internship is going to provide an hands-on training to the students. Then CSR, corporate social responsibility. Many corporate contribute to skill development through CSSR initiatives, supporting training centers, skill development academics, right? Public-private partnership, when you talk about, it is like PPPs through sector skill councils, SSCs, facilitate industry participation. You will see the concept of SSC in the NEP also. And how it is facilitating industry participation? It is facilitating in industry participation in the curriculum design and the certification, ensuring relevance and quality of skill training, even establishing skill academies and centers of excellence jointly funded by the government and private sector to foster innovation and the skill enhancement. That is the main role of the government and the private sector. Next. Now, National Skill Development Policy 2015. Basically, what was the objective of this particular policy? The objective of 2015 policy was to create a skilled workforce with employable skills to meet the growing demand of industries across different sectors. And the policy aimed to enhance the employability of the youth and provide opportunities for lifelong learning and the skill upgradation. And even this policy played a very vital role. Then in respect to the inclusive growth, 2015 policy emphasized inclusive growth by focusing on marginalized communities, women, and differently abled individuals, ensuring they benefit from skill development programs. Because even in our constitution, when we see part 3 of the constitution, which talks about the fundamental rights of the citizen, it is clearly said that we cannot discriminate on the basis of caste, color, creed, sex, or any any kind of disability. Okay, so that's how it play a vital role in the inclusive growth. Then impact. What is the impact of 2015 policy on higher education institution? First is integration of vocational education. this policy support the integration of vocational education into mainstream higher education. How? Through initiative like bachelor programs, bachelor of vocation programs. And these programs bridge the gap between academic learning and the industry requirement for providing specialized skill training. Next impact was in respect to the curriculum reform. Higher education institutions revised their curricula to align with the 2015 policy objectives and incorporating skill development modules and even the practical training components of part of their curricula. Enhanced industry collaboration. Policy encourage higher education institutions to collaborate closely with industries through, you can say that through internships, apprenticeships, and industry academic partnerships. And that put a very productive impact on the higher education institution. And that can be seen with the time, that how and what kind of impact was there. Next slide, please. National Skill Index. National Skill Index was basically designed to measure and evaluate the skill development ecosystem in India. And objective of this National Skill Index is to provide a comprehensive assessment of the skill development landscape. That how much skill have been developed, still their lacuna or a loophole is there in India or not, or in different sectors or states. So this NSI aims to identify strengths, gaps, and areas for improvement to align skill development initiatives within the country's economic need. Now, how this can be done, how National Skill Index will work, how they will identify the strength, gap, and area for improvement to align skill development initiative. Only 3 things will be there. Data collection, just how we do the empirical study, basically it is like that. NSI is based on a variety of data sources, including survey of skill development program, employment data, feedback from industry stakeholders, and data is collected from government agencies, educational institutions, and industry bodies. And once data is collected, next is key indicators used in the NSI includes the number of skill development program, enrollment rates, completion rates, placement statistics, and align all these programs with industry requirement. Then you will able to analyze that what is the dropouts number, whether people have or the students have opted for the different skill development programs or not, and if they have opted, how much of them completed it, right? Then last is state and sectors are scored based on their performance, scoring and ranking basically, and the scores are then used to rank regions and sectors, providing a snapshot of the overall skill development environment, that where these programs have been considered by the students or the population, how many of them get enrolled, how many of them completed, and how many of them has used those skills in a productive manner or for their employment. After analyzing all these data or scores, we'll give the ranking to the different sectors and the regions in India in respect to the skill development. Next slide, please. UNESCO Program 21. UNESCO Program 21 is an international initiative which aimed at fostering sustainable development through skill development and education. And the primary objective of the UNESCO Program 21 was enhancing educational quality, improving the quality and relevance of education, and a training program to meet the need of a rapidly changing global economy. Then promoting lifelong learning, encouraging continuous learning and skill development through throughout an individual's life. Then addressing global skill gap, identifying and addressing skill gaps that impact economic development and the social inclusion. Next slide, please. Now, what is the link between skill level and the economic growth? As I have told you, there is a direct relationship between the skill and the economic growth. Productivity improvement will be there. Skilled workers are more productive, which contributes to higher output and economic growth, right? And for an example, in the IT sector, if skilled software developers and engineers drive innovation and efficiencies there, this will lead to increased productivity and the business growth. Then increase employment opportunity. Skill development reduces an unemployment. How it will reduce an unemployment? By aligning the skills of the workforce with the market demand. Then economic diversification. Skill development supports economic diversification by fostering new industries and sectors. And if we are providing the skilled workforce, automatically we'll have a good impact on our economy. If we'll take an example of economic diversification, training in renewable energy technologies can help regions transition from traditional industries to green technologies, and that will create a new economic opportunities because we are gradually moving towards the renewable energy sector. Next slide, please. Projected trends and their potential impact. First, as earlier also we have talked about automation and digitalization. As automation and digital technologies advancement, there will be a growing demand for digital skills. The future workforce will need to adapt to new technologies, requiring continuous skill development to stay relevant. Even in the category of automation and digitalization, artificial intelligence is also there. Then green economy. We are gradually shifting towards the green economy, right? Will create new job opportunities in sector like renewable energy, you can say that sustainable agriculture and environmental conservation. Training program is focused, this particular training program is focused on green skills. Because this is something new, it will create a huge employment opportunity. Then lifelong learning. The concept of lifelong learning is in respect to the holistic development will become increasingly important as industries evolve rapidly. Continuous skill development and upskilling will be necessary to meet changing job requirement and maintain the employability. Right? Next slide, please. Conclusion. I would like to conclude. I would like to say in respect to this what we have understood and what we can do, that embracing these emerging trends and policy recommendations will be crucial in shaping a robust and responsive skill development ecosystem in higher education by aligning with the global and principles of the National Education Policy 2020. And we can create a future ready workforce equipped with the skills and competencies needed to thrive in the global economy. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. It was an informative session and well conducted. Any questions from the participant side are most welcome. किसी के कोई questions होंगे, they are ready, so they can ask. Any questions, please?
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, you have thrown a very depth insight into the only single term, that is the skill. Because skill is the essence of the NEP, right? Upskilling is the only target to make it more employable. But the way you took the depth to the one single term, really given a new insight on the term. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Any question from audience side? Madam, my only single query. Has
Yes, sir.
government taken any initiative for the funded activity of skill development?
Sir, there are different, not any specific, but there are certain government agencies which provide you funding to, if I talk about ICSSR, right? If you want to conduct any workshop or seminar, they will provide you the funding. That is in the generalized manner, not specifically for the skill development. There are different government agencies which provide you the funding to conduct any kind of seminar or the workshops, in which you can conduct the seminar and workshop in respect to the skill development also.
Okay, madam.
To madam for nice session. I would like to know, madam, what kind of the skill development initiatives you are taking by you in your institute?
Okay, sir, actually in our institute we have a kind of policy in respect to the, you can say that, zero period or fivefold education, right? In fivefold education in Vanasthali, in the evening we provide different kind of skills. If we talk about in respect to the soft skill, we have a collaboration with various industries. They come to the Vanasthali Vidyapeeth and they provide certain hands-on training to the students. And in respect to the soft skills, if I say, we have a fivefold education after 5 p.m. Once it goes from 5 or 6 p.m., they conduct fivefold education in respect to the soft skill trainings. And
Thank
it
you,
is a complete choice of the student which training they want to opt.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Vivare madam, please give vote of thanks.
Yes. Good afternoon, one and all. It is my pleasure to present vote of thanks on behalf of Santa Gadge Baba Amravati University and Sipna College of Engineering and Technology Amravati to Dr. Nidhi Arora ma'am, Department of Legal Studies, Faculty of Law, Banasthali Vidyapeeth Tong, for conducting the today's session on skill development. Ma'am, we all are very well known about the emphasis of skill development, which is now more critical than the ever. You have very well elaborated how to improve the life skills and how it is important for both the personal and the professional development. Madam, we are very much thankful to you for your time and effort you have taken. Thank you very much, ma'am. At the same time, I am thankful to Professor Atik sir, and also I am thankful to our principal sir, Dr. Khede sir. Also, I am thankful to all the participants for their participation. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for taking your time on especially Sunday when it was holiday, and especially today, the festival of all honorable ladies as Karwa Chauth. Thank you, madam. Thank you to all participants.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow's session will be at 2:30. The link will be provided. Instead of 3 o'clock, it is on 2:30 to 5:30.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So thank you, sir.